What's become practically a way of life for some is downright cryptic to many others. So, what's behind cryptocurrency, digital money?
We heard the same thing about subprime mortgages going into 2008. We heard the same thing about complex financial derivatives going into the last crisis, too. These products are wonderful, and they're ways to extract so much value in wealth until they're not. And I fear that crypto is going to follow down the same path. Things are going great many times until they're not.
And we have CBS Morning Show playing the Hegelian dialectic. What they refuse to show you is this new digital economy that's right around the corner. And that's the reason why digital assets are so important. We know the utility. We know the big banks and big corporations were funding Bitcoin and crypto from the beginning to bring on this fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Let's get into the video.
I think it will be very interesting to see what the Chinese government decides to do, because, given the U.S.-China competition background, the fact that the U.S. stablecoin will simply reinforce the dollar dominance, whilst the Chinese have been making huge endeavors to internationalize RMB, they will. I think it is a real possibility that they will do an RMB back to stablecoin. But to Edward's point, there will be challenges. Although I think the dollar RMB exchange rate had been relatively stable in the last few years. I don't know if that's an assumption that can continue. But the fact that this can also accelerate. Well, some in China believe that it can accelerate the usage of RMB because of the convenience, the real-time payments, and so on. But we have to see. Yeah.
Jeff? Well, I would emphasize again that if there is a decline in the use of the dollar as a reserve currency, not vehicle, but as a reserve currency, it will almost certainly because of the inconsistencies and questions about American economic policy. At this point, although it's hard to say exactly where we stand today, there is something of a contradiction between the administration's position on the domestic implications of the role of the dollar and its international implications. That hasn't been resolved. It may not be resolved. If those contradictions grow, then I think confidence in the dollar will decline. So I think the dominant role of the U.S. dollar is America's to lose.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box, provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Basak. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we had Bitcoin make a move up. And right now we have cryptos overall are flat. Of course, Ethereum made a move and Bitcoin followed. But again, overall, crypto is flat. Now, don't forget, we have CME that opens tonight. We know it's going to move the market. And, of course, once yield rates get to moving again in the morning, we know the markets are going to move again. Now, we have Galaxy Digital sent 224,000 Solana to exchanges. And, guys, we still have selling pressure. We still have a lot of products that are shorting cryptos. Don't forget about that. And I tell you to pay attention to inflows and outflows. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Arthur Hayes said he had to buy it all back in. And I'll never take profits again. But those who've been with me from the beginning know I used to do several videos on Arthur Hayes a month when he was with BitMEX. And don't forget, he was on CNBC all the time. And he was like the Jim Cramer. We used to do the opposite. And guys, we know why we're moving up. It's like clockwork. We move up at the beginning anyway. But now, since we have these treasuries, we know which cryptos are going to be getting the pump because we know when we get inflows and outflows. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates on Friday move up. If they stay this high, stocks will pull back, cryptos will maintain just because we have inflows at this time. And then we had the dollar down on Friday. Right now we have volume in crypto. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $80 billion on Friday. Make sure you're pulling it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And now we have a lot of Fed members coming out and saying they do expect rate cuts this year. And we have Bowman says she expects 3 interest rate cuts. Now, we know the labor market is going to get worse and worse, especially in 2026. But going into this back half, we know corporations hire for Christmas, but we know they're going to be hiring less. That's just going to let us know how bad the labor market is. And also, when it comes to consumer spending, people are going to be buying what they need and not what they want. And remember, the crypto teacher told you that. Consumers right now are hurting. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin spot ETFs down at close on Friday. Ethereum spot ETFs up at close on Friday. And getting over into a little crypto news. We have Trump-linked World Liberty Financial looks to raise $1.5 billion for publicly traded treasury company. And again, we see Trump and the Trump family pushing this new digital economy, and the sheep have no clue. But also, we have all this entertainment going on. We have Trump speaking about the crime in D.C., and we know for a fact it's not as bad as a lot of cities are. So we know that's a topic for a reason. And then we have all these geopolitical events. We have Trump meeting with Putin this weekend. And we know we always get the entertainment on the weekend. And then we had Trump hit the bricks with higher tariffs, creating the two sides. So all these events that are going on, we also see behind the scene all this technology moving forward. And these large language models getting smarter and smarter. In the same way we went from iPhone 1 to iPhone 16, we're going to start seeing these large language models go from ChatGPT 1 all the way to 100 within these next 3 years. Remember, technology is going to move faster in the next 3 years than it moved in the last 20 to 40 years. And we're going to get more and more distractions in order to distract the sheep. So therefore, the NWO can build. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.